Hello, fellow Capricorns. It's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess, ready to do your reading for the week of the 20th to the 26th of August. I'm going to give the cards a really good shuffle. We are going to be using the Turo Martetti cards, which are a lot of readers on YouTube use these cards. They're beautifully illustrated and very easy to read because they are very good pictures. If you like pictures. If you would like a personal reading from me or you'd like to know more about me, please look in the box underneath the video where my descriptions are. I am on most social media in some way, shape or form, and you can find out about me there. If the reading doesn't resonate with you, please move on to the next reader. I don't take things personally at all. I know sometimes even the greatest readers don't resonate, so I don't have a problem with that. Also check out your other star signs, your moon, your rising or ascendant and your Venus, because very often they have answers there that you can't find in your sun sign. So Capricorn, what's going on for you in the next week? Okay, beautiful. Queen of Wands, straight up. Look at you. This is your energy for the next week. You're fiery, you're passionate, you're determined, you're really seeing your self-worth. You are beautiful. You are just in your element at this time. So even though you're an earth sign, you're just taking on this fiery, passionate energy, which is beautiful. Sometimes I think you can be a little bit more earthy and don't feel this passion, but I know that underlying that Capricorn nature is a very passionate personality, and that's where you are. So something you're going to do this week that's going to happen very quickly, or going to happen to you very quickly, because I have the Eight of Wands coming in here. Sometimes this talks arrows of love. Fantastic. Looks like we might have some love coming in, guys. But definitely coming in fast and furious. And maybe this is why you're feeling passionate, because I see you have a wand in your hand and there are 8 of them here. So that's the new start that you want in this picture. And you are ready to move forward with it. But it's this really, really rapid energy. It's almost like things are happening very, very quickly. Beautiful. Your intuition's on point. The High Priestess comes in next. So it's like you are really focused on what you want, and if that's love, your focus is up for that. Your intuition's on point, like I said, so you're really listening to what your higher self is telling you at this time. You're really understanding your direction. Your passion is coming from something deep within you. And here's the Strength card. So you really feel very, very strong at the moment and very ready to face the future. The energy here is just, it's fiery and just determined. And the Strength card here and the High Priestess are both looking towards you here. So it's like, everything's where it should be. Everything's in its place. But you're firing on all cylinders this week. It's beautiful. And here comes the Judgment. Wow. We have something coming in. We are to a point in our lives where something is turning around for us. We've got the chance to do things all over again. The Judgment card talks of rebirth. It talks of, birthing the phoenix. It's an amazing card to have in a reading because it's like you've got a second chance on something that you've always wanted. And that's really cool. So I'm not sure what you're sitting around waiting for, but you have so brought this back to you or brought it into your life. Okay, Capricorns, you've been doing a lot of work on yourself, haven't you? Like the confidence and the self-esteem and the self-assurity and the valuing yourself is at a peak here, and it looks to me like you've broken some bonds or some ties to whatever it was that was not allowing you to move forward for this passionate new start with Judgment. It could be that you've left a relationship, that you've grown from being on your own. It could be that you've been doing a lot of work on your past, and a lot of people have, managing to, discard and break these bonds that have tied you up in the past, because now you're just flying forward. It's almost like, yes, I've got it now. I know where I need to go. I know what I need to do. And here's the new start. The Fool's in reverse, so sometimes that can mean a delayed start, and it could be that you're still working through things at the moment. Not everything's in the right order, but you're definitely moving into a new start. The Judgment card here that talks about this, coming up, rising up from the ashes, coming up from something, it sort of sits with this devil energy in that you're still perhaps working through some of this stuff to make sure that you don't have any residue left. So it may be why this is just a little bit sort of moving towards this Fool as a little bit slower energy. It's like you've got this side of things all in focus. You've got your strength, your intuition's on point, you want to move fast, you have this lovely passion and energy, but just making sure that, you're in the place where you need to be. Maybe there's just a little bit more work to be done, or a little bit more confidence to be brought together here to get you to this new start. But you're nearly there. It has this feeling of nearly being there. Now, you could be dealing with a King of Swords, an air sign. He's coming upside down. I know that it isn't the nicest energy when the King of Swords is upside down, because it feels like the energy of having to perhaps deal with someone that you've known before who perhaps was very manipulative or very controlling. And I feel like because it's come out after the Judgment card, that you're going to have to understand that you can't bring this energy back into your life, that it's an energy you've dealt with and got rid of, and you don't want it back in. Because we have the Devil card here, this could be about codependence, understanding that you can't bring codependence back into your life, but it also can be the ego here. So understanding with the King of Swords in reverse that you can't act through ego anymore. You have to act within your true self. Don't bring your ego back when you've worked so hard to discard that side of you that you were taught to be rather than who you are. So the cards are strongly saying here that this energy of codependency or addiction or bondage could have related to someone that you've been with in the past, and it feels like they're revisiting here. So please be very careful that you don't get caught up in this energy again. Be aware that it could be who's coming back in for you. The thing is, I have a Knight of Pentacles here, and the Knight of Pentacles is a man of action. He's slow. He's very slow. Could mean that this manipulative energy is an earth sign. So it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So you could have been dealing with this person in the past and they're about to come back for another go around. I feel with the Fool in reverse, you're not going to be ready to take up this offer, but I'd like to say to you that the offer they're coming in to offer you is quite a solid offer. Now, myself, I know that sometimes with this manipulative energy, these people who, present themselves as, being above board and being wonderful people often come back with this, idea that they've changed, everything's great, and, please now let's have another go at this. But I feel like here now you need to question, has this person got the right intention towards you? Because you've got the Fool in reverse, which means you're very reluctant to move forward on this, which is good. You're going to make sure, and that's probably why these cards are coming out with this slightly different energy, because you need to make sure it's what you want. Because the Eight of Swords comes out after that. So whatever this is, it's going to leave you in a bit of a bind. So it's almost like you've got to a point in your life where you've got everything together, you're feeling really good, you're ready to move forward, and then bang ho, someone comes in that just sort of puts the, I don't even know what you'd say, puts the damper on the whole, this whole feeling of feeling confident and, and thinking that you're on top of everything. It's almost like the universe is sending you this one more opportunity to make sure that you understand this devil, this cycle you've been going through, with this, you know, bondage or addiction, codependency, that you've definitely got it right. You know what you're doing to move forward. But the Eight of Swords coming up here says that it's going to send you into a bit of a spin to start with. So it may be that you question whether you are ready to move forward or not, whether it be with this person or not, and whether this person is legitimate or not. But it feels to me like you've put you right back to over here. So it's not a good energy to come back into. I'm just going to put another card on this Eight of Swords because I think it needs clarifying. Okay. Maybe we'll just take another one with that. There's almost this energy here of not wanting to go backwards. The Ten of Pentacles has come out in reverse. Now this could be that you're worried about, and I know it looks like money, but with the Page of Wands here, it sort of has this energy that you don't want to move forward because you don't want to go backwards, if that makes sense. So it's like you understand this offer's there and you could take it. However, the offer's quite small. For some unknown reason, you're worried about moving backwards with this. So be very careful with this energy, Capricorn. I will take a karma card on that and see if we can get a little bit of a karma update. But I feel like you won't move with this. You won't go forward with this. You'll move on. It just feels like you're really thinking this whole situation is going to take you backwards if you go into this. So we have the card of, okay, controlling the situation, the highest and lowest aspects, the power of prayer. Okay, I feel like this is telling you, it's a Scorpio card. It's sort of talking to you about you having control in this situation. This isn't a situation you don't have control of.